Hey guys, it's Jenna from Breathing Sounds. This week on our channel is First Week, so I'm going to be talking about the first time I saw Pink Floyd's movie The Wall. So yeah, let's get started. I'll try to make it short. So, what is this noise? We're gonna ignore it. Anyway, so I saw it maybe 2 years ago for the first time. And this is me just getting to Pink Floyd. Like, I know their music and everything, but I wasn't religious about it. And so I watched it one day with one of my really good friends. And it was like amazing. Like, I've only heard like really trippy things about it, but when I finally saw it, I was like so amazed on like a completely different level. Like, it's basically just about the main character Pink and going through like all these different thoughts and like emotions and opinions that are like clouding him. And while this is happening, it's like the whole The Wall album by Pink Floyd is playing through the whole movie. And it's just like once every song comes on, they're like a clip shows of like what the song kind of means to Pink Floyd and like Roger Waters and stuff, and like what he kind of felt as he was like writing it. And I don't know if you ever listened to that album, but it's one of my favorites. I actually have it on vinyl. It's like an original on vinyl. It's really good. But it's like life changing. Honestly, I don't really know what my favorite song is, but I know that one of the clips in the movie is like, which everyone probably knows. It's the Just Another Brick in a Wall Part 2, I think. And it's just like the kids, like these students, from just like an ordinary classroom, like are put on a conveyor belt and they're just kind of like put there, and then they don't do anything after. Like it's kind of like how authority is telling you to like be something and do something, and then as the conveyor belt is like moving, they're like kind of, this is like gory, but like they're like grinded up into like meat. Like it sounds really scary, but like they're grinded up to meat, and they're all thrown into like this huge bin and made into like the same exact thing, even though each person is individual and completely different. So it's kind of just saying like how like there's a huge fault in the education system, and how like everyone goes to school even though they want different things, but they all, like, the educational system ends up making them and turning them into something that's completely generic and unoriginal, like unoriginal to the max, basically. And I just think that the whole scene like is so cool, because I just know, just from like facts, I guess, that in like the 80s, and like, because The Wall came out in the 80s, I think, and just like from the 80s and before, like a lot of people didn't go with who they thought they were because of the time then. And so I just think that it's really cool that Roger Waters and like David Gilmour and everyone came together and just kind of made an album that really signifies like what it's like to be yourself and be okay with yourself, and like just like not listen completely to anything that anyone's saying, and just focus on your true being and like go with it. So yeah, after watching that movie, it kind of like when I first heard The Wall, it was very depressing. It was like the first time I heard Dark Side of the Moon, and it every time I listened to it, I kind of felt really depressed. And I can get depressed really easily when it comes to listening things that I know are true, but I don't want to believe are true. And I'm sure that's with everyone, but with me, it's like a different story when it comes to like music, because Dark Side of the Moon is like really intriguing to me, and which I'm sure it is. Like that's why it's so famous and so iconic. But to me, it's like something on a different level. I feel like because everything that is said in that album is just honestly like beautiful, and everything that's said in The Wall, even though it's from a different time period now because it's a later album, it's still saying the same type of message, but in a completely different like surrounding. I definitely recommend it to anyone that wants to connect on a certain level of diversity when it comes to music. So I definitely recommend them, and I definitely like if you listen to The Wall, I would totally recommend going and getting like a copy of the movie on DVD and just like watching it instead of just listening, because when you listen you have your own images and your own pictures and everything's a figment, but when you go and you get the DVD itself and you just sit there and watch it for a couple hours, it's like you like finally connect with it, and like your images actually match up to what you're finally seeing and what they saw, and I don't know, it's really cool. But yeah, that's it for me this week. I hope you enjoyed. I know it's a little different, but I hope it was good enough for you guys. Comment, like, subscribe. I'm always up for talking to someone. Yeah, follow us on all of our social media stuff. We're trying to work on getting a website together and everything. But yeah, I'll see you Friday. Peace.